Many students have been out of the classroom for nearly 1 year, and now we're learning about when they'll be returning full time. Nick Giovanni brings us the timeline and reaction from the teachers union.
Based on the planning done at the beginning of the school year, mapping out all the models for remote, in-person, and hybrid learning, State Education Commissioner Jeffrey Riley argues there's more than enough time for everyone to prepare accordingly ahead of the new deadlines for a full-time return to the classroom next month.
We think that any amount of time is precious for our kids to be back in school. We've seen the damage that's been caused by our kids out of school, particularly kind of on their social emotional health. So if we can get kids back, we want to do that. At the same time, we want to be really thoughtful in our approach, which is why we've chosen to phase in the models.
Commissioner Riley announcing elementary schools are going to be required to have full-time in-person instruction 5 days a week starting Monday, April 5th. Middle schools have to follow suit by April 28th. No deadline's been set yet for high schools. This is following consultation with medical experts and state health officials, according to Commissioner Riley, who was recently given authority to set these deadlines by the Board of Elementary and Secondary Education.
I think we've seen this light at the end of the tunnel. The virus numbers are way down. At the same time, the vaccinations are going up.
In response to the new guidance, the head of the state's largest teachers union, Mary Najimy, had this to say.
This decision is a hammer swung by unelected bureaucrats. It's going to upend local plans that have been thoughtfully negotiated and are in the process of being implemented. It's not the way to go. It's going to cause more harm than it will good.
According to Commissioner Riley, families will still have the option to keep their kids home for the remainder of the school year, and districts can apply for a waiver from this new timeline.
Many schools will already be full in person in elementary before April 5th. We will work with those districts that may have logistical struggles to help them get in full time, and then we'll look at waivers after that to see what is feasible and not.
In Boston, Nick Giovanni, CBSN Boston.